Hello everybody, this is Kiran and today we are going to learn about a tool called Jira. Jira is a project management and a bug tracking tool. It is one of the most popular tools which are being used for project management and we learn the complete overview of it. Let's begin with the class. So first of all, what is Jira? It is a tool by Atlassian Incorporation and it is used for both managing the project and also bug tracking. Now, Jira supports agile methodology and it is very important to understand what is agile before we actually start learning about this tool. Now, let's have a quick recap on what Agile is and how do we follow the Agile cycle so that we can see that how this tool is useful in incorporating the methodology and how we can very efficiently work with Jira. Now, we can see on my screen here there is a project kickoff which happens at the beginning of sprints. Now, in Agile, we follow sprint cycles. These sprint cycles can be of 15 days, 1 month, or any time duration. So, ideal sprint cycle is considered to be of 15 days. It can vary from project to project and company to company. So, here we can see there's a project kickoff which happens, and then there is a cycle which is happening, and then another cycle, and it happens till the nth cycle, and then there's a final product ready. So Agile works on this principle wherein we'll have a project to work upon. We'll break the project into smaller sprints, smaller cycles, which will be called as sprints, and we'll perform one full SDLC cycle in one sprint, and we'll repeat this n number of times till the final product is ready. Now, when the first cycle is happening, at the end of the cycle, we must have a working software with us. So that's the logic or that's the rule of Agile wherein we follow one SDLC, we have one working software which we demo to the client, we take the feedbacks and then we implement those feedback into next sprint and we perform the set of activities which has been planned for the second sprint, and then an entire SDLC is performed again, and then we demo to the client, and then again the feedbacks are accepted from the client and we implement them in the another cycle, and it goes on and on until the last cycle, and then we deliver the final product. Now, we'll not be focusing more or talking on Agile right now because we'll be covering the Jira subject here and focusing more on that right now. But just to quick recap the concepts again, we know that Agile is a very, very fast SDLC model. Here, we can backtrack as in if there is any changes needed at any stage, we can actually implement those changes. So that's how Agile is so popular and very efficient methodology. Also, there is a lot of customer satisfaction because customer is coming into the picture after every sprint. He's coming up with his feedback and we are taking those feedbacks, implementing those changes and actually moving forward. So yes, it is a very customer oriented model. Second, it's very fast and efficient. A lot of late changes are also welcome in the software. It is very, very innovative. So this is a diagram explaining how Agile works. Let's move forward and learn a bit about Jira first. So we should also know how to install Jira and how to use Jira first before we actually start learning the concepts of Jira, isn't it? So for doing that, what we'll be doing, it's a paid software. We have to buy licenses for a number of people working in our software, in our project or company. For now, we'll be using the trial version of Jira into our machines and we'll see how we can use it. So what we have to do, we have to go to Google, write Jira trial version. I'll quickly show you how to do that. So what we can do, we can go to Google, we can write Jira trial version, and when you click on this start your free trial, you end up landing onto this page. So here we have to enter our work email. So I've created an email address for showing you this demo. So the name of the email is demo Kiran QA. So I'll fill in that email address here so that we can actually use and register to Jira using that email address. So we have to just register to Jira link using that. I have to click on agree here. and it's registering us. Now, we got some verification email into our email address, so we have to go there. I'll just go refresh. I got an email, verify your email for iteration. So I have to do click on this verify your email button. So I'll be logged into Jira again. So I have to enter my full name. So let's say I enter my full name, which is Kiran Sahu. Now I'll create one password. So let's create some random password, which is good, which is not very strong, but that's okay. I'll just do a click sign up. Now I have some captcha which I have to perform. Crosswalks. So I'll quickly perform this captcha and verify. Now my email address is verified. So you can see here I got signed up to the trial version of Jira. Now I have to the work email is already mentioned, which using which I have actually signed up to Jira. Now what I have to do is write the name of the site. So the site which we are testing actually. So whichever site we'll be testing, we can just write the name. So what we can do here is we can take some dummy website for testing. Let's see, we'll take a website called Orange HRM. I'll just show you that website so that you get an idea what we're going to test. So it's a demo website for testing. So Orange HRM. So let's say I just click on this. So I'll get this Orange HRM open source website. I'll click on it. So you can see here, the website which I want to use for testing is open. It has got some username and password. I'll log in using it. So I'll name the site which I want to test here. I'll just close this page because I don't want that right now. So here I'll write the name as Orange HRM. So this name should be available. The username should be available. The site name should be available. The site is already taken. So what we can do is we can just name it as Jira Demo, right? Orange HRM Jira Demo is the site name which I'm using, right? Now I have to just click on agree and it will create a site. So you can see here what happens. So you can see there are some questions which we have to fill in. These are all optional, but again, let's quickly fill in these answers. Tell us a bit about yourself. So what type of team do you work in? Let's say we do software development, or we are into customer support. Anything you can fill in. Let's say I'll click on software development. What's your role in that? QA engineer. What are your main tasks? So we are actually testing and quality assurance is the main task, right? So let's quickly click on next. So this lets Jira understand your role and it will suggest and customize the portals according to that. But it's not mandatory. Yeah, so our site is getting ready. So you can see the URL got changed. You can see here it got orange hrm jira demo.atlassian.net, right? The URL got created as per our site which we want to test. Right now, I am experienced with Jira or new to Jira. Let's say I'm experienced with Jira and I'm setting up Jira for my software team, right? And my team is new to Jira. Okay, so you can just fill in anything of your choice right here. We spend our time working on fixing bugs, okay, or features. Let's click on features. We create, actually create features. We have a tight schedule to finish our work. Let's click on next. So when we do that, you can see here name. So we have to write the name of the project. Okay, so any project which we are going to work on, we have to name that project. Now let's say the project name is Orange HRM itself, or we can say if we are working for Amazon or if you're working for Myntra, any website of your choice. So if you're working for Amazon mobile application, so your project will be Amazon mobile. If you're working from amazon.com or amazon.in, so your projects the project names will differ here based on, so one company can have multiple projects going on. So you can write the exact project which you're working for. So let's say we'll just mention Orange HRM as my project. So what happens here? I have mentioned the name Orange HRM. Now the template, the default template which got chosen is Scrum. Now we have to understand few terminologies before we actually start learning Jira, that what is Scrum, what is Scrum board, and what is Kanban. So these terminologies we have to understand before actually move forward. But just hang on for now. Let's create this portal, and then we learn those terminologies also. So Scrum is auto selected. The template Scrum is selected here. Use template. Let me click on use template here, and then create. Okay. So I'm clicking on create. Now it will create a board for me, but for now, can you see here, select some tools now and we'll help you connect with them later. Let's say I want to talk to my team using Slack, so I can connect Slack to Jira and have a conversation with my team. So there's if let's say we are connected through Microsoft Teams, so when you are chatting on Microsoft Teams, using Teams to with your teammates, you write the Jira ID, it will automatically give you the link. So that's how you connect applications in Jira, so that you have a easy way of communicating with the teammates. So let's say we can connect here Teams, we can connect GitHub also. So later on we can see how we can connect Google Sheets also here. Okay, so we'll just click on next. Now it will create a Agile board for me. So you can see the title of the page, it keeps on changing. So now it has become Agile board for me. So this is a Jira portal. This is a skeleton. This is a basic Jira portal which you can see on my screen. There are a lot of buttons. There are a lot of features which we have to understand in this. But to have a quick explanation, okay, we'll just skip the tour because I'll explain you each concept individually. So I'll click on explore by myself. Here we go. So here we are on the, I'm just hiding the quick start also. Okay, here we go. Now here we are on the backlog page of a project. Now what is backlog? I will have to explain that too. So what we should do next is we should learn some of the terminologies which are used in Jira, so that you can relate how it is actually being used in this tool.